Hello. In part one and part two of this conversation, we got to learn what games Ken loves, what tools he uses to make his amazing 3D animations, and how he got into 3D animation in the first place. This is a very brief summary, so you may want to watch the two parts if you have not done that yet. In part three of this conversation, we will get to learn Ken's all-time favorite projects and how he got to work with Juacali, a famous Kenyan musician. Let's begin. What are some of the animations that you've worked on and that you really love? You'd like the world to know about.
Mm. The Juacali song was it's one of my all-time favorite projects. I had so much fun working on that. Also, I think it was the first time I was paid to do 3D animation.
Okay.
So it sort of has a special, there's a special thing to it.
Awesome.
Apart from that, I did some other project with the National Museums of Kenya.
Okay.
It's called Turkana Boy. It's about, there's this Homo erectus fossil that was found in Turkana.
Yeah.
And you know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the first guy to discover fire. There's a lot of fasts associated with that guy. So it's something we are very proud of as Kenyans. So they wanted me to create a few films around that. So those are like two of my favorite projects that I've worked on.
Awesome. And I've watched the Turkana one. I have not gotten a chance to see yet. Is it out there in the public?
Yeah, it's on YouTube and on the Kenya House platform. I'll send you a link.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the Juacali one I have watched a couple of times because it's so amazing. Yeah. And to think that it was your first project, that is just mind-blowing. How long ago did you do this? Because I am not sure of the time.
I'm not sure too, but
okay.
It's a year ago.
A year, okay.
Yeah, so the video is 1 year old now. It was awesome working with the guy because the first time I started feeling that it was possible for us to do animation here in Kenya was actually after watching one of his old songs. It's called Miaka. It was animated back then. So before seeing that song, I used to feel like, animations come from out there, from the world, but not Kenya.
Yeah.
But then when I saw that song, I was like, this song has been made here in Kenya. So maybe we can also do it.
Okay.
And it was like a huge thing for me. Awesome. So it was awesome, like working with the guy.
Okay. And how did you get to work with him? Like, how did you even meet Juacali? And because I know these famous people can be a bit unreachable. How did you get to do the project?
He tweeted that he's made a song that he would like it to be animated. And he asked people to recommend good animators.
Nice.
I had previously did the Rebo animation and people really loved it on Twitter.
Okay.
So even before I could go and comment on his tweet and say, yeah, I'm an animator also.
Yeah.
I found already 5 people had mentioned me.
Wow.
So
That's amazing.
So that was awesome. And then I replied to his tweet. And I think he saw that there were so many replies, and he sort of, reached out.
Okay.
There was another guy called Bernard Ruiru, who we actually met on Twitter. Okay. He was the one who was like on top of the communication, but it came from Twitter. So we spoke a bit on Twitter, and then we organized a physical meeting. We went to his office, gave me a pair of headphones, and he's like, so now here's the song. You listen to it and tell me if you feel it's something you can work on. Okay. I listened to the song, I liked the song, and I was like, yeah, sure, we can do something with it. And then he was like, so now I'm not going to give you a brief. You go with the song and just make an awesome animation, which was really awesome because most clients really like to sort of tell you what to do. Yeah. There was a lot of freedom with this project because it was like, you're the animator, I'm not going to tell you what to make. Just listen to the song and figure out, something nice. Okay. And that's how the animation was born. Hey, awesome. Yeah. That's a really nice story.